Young people.
And I think new media like yours is definitely the future.
As a member of Generation X, what one would you be?
I'm certainly in the dying out generation, yeah.
What is your organisation kind of doing for young people who are a bit more tech savvy and a bit more competent with the internet, literate?
Yeah, I think mobile phone companies, they have the small print and they rip people off without people even realising they're being ripped off. And I think with Virgin Mobile, they try to be completely open about these things.
So they like to be fair.
It's galling to, just because you haven't used up all the data in 1 month, to end up losing it the next month, and you paid for it. I mean, it's just that simple. It's certainly not fair. So I think the team at Virgin Mobile have got it right.
Well, some of the subjects are very serious and very important, and add to or take away from the quality of life of people daily. The customer service issue, for example, we have some research that we did where one customer spent a total of 16 hours online on their chat system, on the telecommunications chat system, constantly couldn't get through. When they did get through, halfway through a conversation, it was cut off, so they had to go back and begin the whole process again because there was no records kept apparently. And so it went on. But this was all over a billing issue, which took 7 months to resolve. And again, a significant amount of hours. Now, this doesn't get talked about. There's a couple of forums out there which people, might find Whirlpool or these other types of, boards that people chat away on, but they don't have a pretty big audience. So the goal of ArgueMyAss.com is to have an entertaining show which brings a variety of subjects in a snippet form which can be easily absorbed and listened to once a week or so, and hopefully give them some opportunity to consider their viewpoints and whether it's worth doing something about. It's the only reason, for example, going back to the customer service issue, the only reason these big companies, particularly telecoms, get away with what is abysmal service. There's no other word for it. You can throw me into court and challenge me on it. It's abysmal in most people's experience. The only reason they get away with it is people suffer it because it's an essential service. You have to have the internet these days. You have to have a mobile phone to be able to relate to the world. It's that intrinsic in our lives. So, the reason, for example, or potentially the reason they have 24-month contracts or 12-month contracts is once they've got you hooked in, they're not going to let you go, and they can treat you however they want. Now, if we could change customer service with the major telecoms in Australia overnight by banning contracts, in other words, month-to-month, post-paid agreements, you treat me like a fool, you hurt me in the first month, I'll move to another provider. End of story. You would see these people wake up. But the fact that they have that protection of 24 months, I believe, or certainly we believe, starts that cultural approach where really they don't give a shit about the customer.